I forgot to change the video. Hey Taurus besties, and welcome to my channel, Blush into 69 Taurus Tarot. If you're new to my channel, Taurus, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Don't leave my channel without subscribing. Make sure to like this video, Taurus, if it does resonate with you in any type of way, and or comment down below and let me know what you're thinking. Take the reading, Taurus, as it resonates with you. It will resonate differently for everyone. And Taurus, if you don't like my shit, get out my shit, okay? Any other information that I do not state as of now will be down below in the description box. Blissfully good afternoon. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are back, definitely. Now, if this message does not flow, I'm probably not meant to be here today. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to sum it up to. If it does not flow, I'm not meant to be here. Because Fridays are typically only my question and answers, but y'all don't be showing up in the morning like that anymore. So I think I'm going to skip mornings on Fridays and just do night times. So, yeah. Either way, this reading here is Why Can't You Hear Me? Yona. Good afternoon. Taurus, welcome back. Blonde Diva, good afternoon. Yep. So if you haven't signed up for my love rituals, make sure you go check that out on my website, blushina69.com. Nacho, welcome back. Welcome back. I will be live tonight for question and answers. I know. But see, what happened was the last reading that I just did, I don't think I resonate with love readings like that. So it got boring. So I didn't want to do it again. And I know I owed you guys one from yesterday. I'm coming with that one sometime this weekend. I take a picture of the cards so I can remember their placements. And if this reading flows the way that I need it to flow, then I'm going to move over to Leo. If it doesn't, I'm going to go take a break. So I am coming. I am. But anywho, this is your Why Can't You Hear Me reading. Let's go ahead and see what comes up for this. So what's the purpose of this reading from Spirit? Chanel, welcome back. So what is the purpose of this reading for Taurus? Venus. Maybe it is about love. Maybe that's why I was drawn to do a love reading, even though I don't resonate with them. But it's not about me. That's what I said in the other reading. I was getting my ego. Because it's not about me, but you are deeply connected. Aren't you ruled by Venus? Or is that Leo? Aren't you? No. Aren't you ruled by Venus? Give me a second. Are you blocking love? Are you ignoring love? Hold on. Taurus planet ruler. Venus. Damn. So maybe there was a point in that reading, even though it was on some bullshit. Maybe not so much the message, but love. The idea of love. And I do got my red on too. Can't really see it because I didn't bring the camera far enough down, but I do got it on. Shanita, good afternoon. You are deeply connected to Venus, a fount of love, affection, and robust sensuality, bringing otherworldly pleasures. You know, you three nasties and stuff. Taurus, let me find out. Love is about to be your new agenda. And let me find out. You've been ignoring spirit every time they dropped you some jewels on who your soulmate was and how to get your soulmate. So like they've been giving you the 411 and you ain't been listening. Not at all. Spirit, what's the purpose of this reading for Taurus? Who is this man? Oh, woman, flip up your own ass. But Taurus, you ain't been listening. Whole time, Spirit been trying to give you game on how to get your soulmate, how to win that person, how to draw them in, and you ain't been listening. Okay? Don't be on the train like me talking about some fuck love. I don't want love. Okay? Because sometimes in my little loneliness, when I have my moments, I'd be like, man, maybe I do want love. And I go right back out of it. So, head of the pack. And you have the clover. Who is this man? The falcon. I don't want 2 cards, sorry. The road. Give it back, fine. The new moon. And the emperor. The tower at the bottom of the deck. You got strength poking out. Not Valentine's. This new moon, this upcoming new moon, is very vital to you, Taurus. Very vital to you. Once again, you can go join my rituals, blashin69.com, for the new moon rituals for February. That's open now, but you don't have to. Don't feel obligated. But either way it goes, Taurus, this new moon is vital to you. Now, Valentine's Day, of course, is February 14th. The new moon is going to be surrounded by love, right? And we can say that because 90% at least of the world is going to be in the energy of love, meaning it's going to be fluctuating, literally fluctuating. This is the perfect time for you to manifest love if you so desire. And for my people that's like, I don't want love, but I may have a chance of wanting love, take your opportunity. Take your damn opportunity. Okay? Throw it out there into the ether, even if you don't feel like it's going to happen. Okay? Even if you've given up on love, throw it out there into the ether. Because the energy of not the population, but the population of the collective is going to be surrounding Venus, the planet that you are ruled by. Right? But the purpose of this reading, I feel like there's someone here, if not coming in, there's a new start to a new relationship. Now, you're going to have to flip-flop your own ass, take out my first name, but there's a new start for a new relationship, one that you can be happy in. But this is where the confusion may take place, because you have multiple options, Spirit is saying. It's not just one. You have multiple options. I feel like the message that Spirit keeps trying to tell you is stop giving your energy to just one. Stop wasting time with just one. Now, if you're like me, it's kind of hard for you to juggle and multitask a bunch of people, right? But yeah, it's kind of hard for you to do it, right? But at the end of the day, you always see how you wasted that time with one person and you could have simply just kept your options open and kept dating, right? Now this relationship isn't working out and you got to go back out there into the sea and try to fucking swim. So I feel like the purpose of this reading here is Spirit's like, you're not listening when I tell you to keep your options open. You keep closing them. Some of you may have one too many options and you're not breaking them down, right? So you got like 10 options. You're not supposed to keep those 10 options forever, right? You want to find the best of the best from those 10 options. This one gives you money. This one gives you love. This one has great sex or whatever. We don't want to just keep the 10 options around. We want to go ahead and dwindle them down until we find the best one. The best out of the best is basically your message here. Whether you got a bunch of options or you are the type of person that keeps like really no options. You're loyal to one and only one that may be loyal to you, may not be loyal to you. It all depends. But I feel like what you're not hearing is either you need to take out some of those options because you're wasting time and energy. You could be doing something better with your time. Or you need to add some more options in there because that is not the best of the picking, right? And I feel like that's the purpose of this reading here. Spirit is saying the best of the best exists. It's either already in your company, or if you have not found it, you need to go ahead and Move on to the next. Move on to the next. But the best of the best is going to be based off of what do you want? What do you want, Taurus? Okay. I feel like we keep reiterating that whole thing, right? We keep reciting that whole thing, reciting the whole thing, right? What does Taurus want? That's how you're going to know what the best of the best is. If you have not decided what it is that you want and you continue to sit at a crossroads, this is the reason why you may juggle one too many times, right? You may juggle one too many options way too long because you don't know what you're looking for. You don't know what you want, because the person that knows what they want, I'm not even going to keep you, number 9, as an option, because I know what I want. I'm not going to keep you. And as a person that knows what they want, I'm not going to keep sitting here just dating this one person that's not giving me what it is that I want. I'm going to move on to the next. What is your Venus sign, Taurus? Okay, so although you are Taurus, it is vital that you pay attention to your Venus. Okay, my Venus, take me as an example, just so happens to fall in Leo. It is all about me. Okay, it is always all about me. And because it is a fire sign, I get bored very easily with my connections. You need to be entertaining. And yes, I mean everyday entertaining. In my face, entertaining. Right? You don't have to do the most, but you got to do the most. But don't do more than me, because it's about me. Remember that. Okay? I can't date another Leo Venus because it cannot be about you. It's about me. Okay? About me. Don't forget that. I need to be wined and dined, okay? Wined and dined. I want the luxuries. I want the boats. I want you to spend the most on the most ridiculous things. What is your Venus sign, Taurus? And have you been paying attention to it? For your Venus sign, you don't even need to know the time that you were born. You don't even need to know that. You just need to know where you was born at and the date you were born. Put that in Google on birth chart, okay? I like to use cafe astrology, but you can use whatever you want. And you can see your Venus sign. And best believe there are plenty of videos on the TikTok if you go over there, or you can put it in YouTube or whatever. But TikTok gives you like a fast version of explaining your Venus sign for males and female, or male and female together, right? Go figure out what you need so you can figure out what you want. So if you don't have a good idea of what type of relationship it is that you want in love, you ain't paying attention to yourself. You don't know thyself when it comes to love, right? In Aries, see, you need what's that thing called? Excitement too. Damn it, because you fire Venus. Cancer. Think of the cancer. The cancer. You literally you cancer traits in love, basically. That's you. I can't really go into details because cancers be like a lot. So you need, like, you want to be loved, you want to be cared for, you want somebody to care, you want them to give a fuck and actually give a fuck. Not just, I like you. No, I want to know why you like me. I want to be in the depths of your soul. That type, that's your ass. You too much. Anybody got Cancer Venus, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. But either way, let's move on. So, what does spirit keep blocking? Any water Venus placement, leave me alone. Yes. What is spirit? What do you keep blocking for Taurus? Aries Venus. Aries are the babies of the zodiac. Remember that too. So you probably get bored a lot faster than I do. You literally need excitement, but like changes, like things changing, like spontaneity. That's what you need. But what do you keep blocking for Taurus, spirit? Taurus, what do you keep blocking? Figure out your Venus and you'll find your man or your woman. Material and spiritual prosperity. Spiritual union at the bottom of the deck. They keep blocking these relationships you're trying to get in. Okay? They keep blocking these false relationships that do not fit you. that you keep trying to pull yourself in, you keep trying to attract, you keep trying to be in all of a sudden. Oh, I met this person, they must be my soulmate. They keep trying to block that. That type of agenda right there is going to lead you to the wrong person, going to lead you to the wrong union. The best of the best, like I said. You know what I think I may do tonight? Because Kareem always says we never spend time together or whatever, so he says. I'm going to do my live for question and answers. Nope, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do the live tonight. But the idea with Kareem, I'm going to do tomorrow. What do you keep blocking when it comes to Taurus? Why do we keep taking forever? What do you keep blocking? Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Things that are not worth your time. Things that are not worth your time. They keep trying to block it, Taurus. Those rejections. Okay? Those people that barely reach out. They ghost you and then they pop up. Not worth your time. There's a reason why they're not present. People that have their hands full. The Hangman. Literally, think about it like this. If it doesn't make money, it don't make sense. So, it's not technically the money, but if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So if it's not giving you what you need, it doesn't make sense. Figure out your Venus. Pay attention to that. So when you're dating, pay attention to how you need to be loved. Does this person show me this the first day, right? And I mean the first day, I don't care. And I'm not taking it back. I said what I said. For example, I said I have a Leo Venus, right? So when I go on a date with someone, I'm paying attention to that date. I'm checking pockets, right? Because I need to know if you can afford what I like. So are you the type of person that keeps the tab open so I can order whatever it is that I want when I want it, okay? Or are you the type of person to close it? You know, when you order, do you order the house tequila or do you go for the good stuff, okay? Because that's just what I need. I need the expensive stuff, okay? Not saying that I need to order it, but I need to know what it is that you're capable of doing. But I know what I like based off of how I know I love, right? Because remember, love, your Venus sign on how you love is not just equated to a person, a relationship. When I read how I love, right? I read how I love. So my Leo Venus comes into, I want to be excited when I do a reading. I don't want to be bored when I do a reading. So for instance, the last reading that I just did, it bored me. It wasn't really exciting. So it kind of bored me. I need to be different when I do a reading. So I write my spreads out and everything else. It has to constantly be changing. It has to constantly be exciting. Otherwise I'm bored and I can't do the same thing over and over, right? So for instance, like a Scorpio Venus, they be nasty. They be nasty. But I will confirm that all Scorpio Venuses are not nasty. They suck. Okay. I will confirm that. Mind your business on how I know. But I know. Okay. But either way, like I'm saying, when I go out with someone, I can basically base it off of how I love, how I do things when it comes to a career or when it comes to my friendships or whatnot. I know how things need to happen because I know what my Venus is. I know what I need for my friendships, for my relationships, from what I love to do. It all plays a part in it, right? So I feel like spirit's constantly trying to block you from getting the job that does not go with your passion. Your passion, your telltale sign of your passion, don't lose me because it may be a little confusing. Your telltale sign of your passion is your Venus, right? What you love, how you love, that's what you need, right? We're not talking about purpose. We're talking about reasons why you want to get up, reasons why you want to do what you do, reasons why you entertain certain people. So with those relationships that are a waste of your time, the reason why you probably have 10 options here that you're dating and they're wasting your time is because at one point in time, this person was exciting, or this person was, caring. They're no longer caring. They're no longer exciting. They're no longer participating in your Venus, right? But they're still there because at one point they did. And because you're so busy with the other 9, you're not able to see this person doesn't belong anymore. They're not even feeding the way that you love. This job does not belong anymore because it's not even feeding the way that you love, right? The passion is not there anymore, right? For instance, stay with me, do not lose me. I give a lot of examples about my damn self because I'm the only one I can talk about. For instance, why do you think the other zodiac signs, I don't really do their readings? I literally just told you. Okay. But why do you think, more likely, the real reason why I don't do the readings? Because it's all about me. Okay. It's not all about me. Okay. Well, you get what I'm saying? But it's more of they don't show up. Right? Leo Venus here. You're not showing up for me. Okay. Outside of the Cancer stuff. But you're not showing up for me. I can't love what I do if you're not here. I gotta put a stage. I got a stage. I need a stage. I don't have an audience. So if I don't have an audience, fuck you and your sign, right? You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you got the sun. So spirit keeps trying to stop you from having these new beginnings with whomever, whatever, because it's not speaking your love language. Okay, it's not speaking your love language. We're not talking about the 5 love languages or whatever. We're talking about your Venus. That's what spirit is starting off with. You have the 8 of Swords. You're giving chances and opportunities to people, places, or things that you don't even enjoy. You have the Hermit. Spirit wants you to keep looking. Okay, 2 of Wands. Spirit's blocking because they want you to keep looking. When they block it, they want you to keep looking. Stop trying to knock down the door. Stop trying to knock down the blockage. At the end of the day, whatever it is that you're doing or entertaining in life, pay attention to your Venus. Pay attention to how you love and how it responds to how you love. You know what I'm saying? So if I meet someone and they don't respond well to the fact that I like to have fun, right? I like to be seen, even if I'm not seen. I'm not like seen like that, right? I like to have fun, right? I want to be seen by my person, or by a select few. Don't lose me here. I'm gonna take that one out. I like to have fun. If they don't respond well to that, we cannot connect. So if I have a friend that cannot go out and enjoy their time out, why am I there? Why are we friends? You're wasting my time, right? We should not be going out. If I have a job that I can't be passionate about, it can't be exciting, why am I at that job? It's wasting my time. So, what would spirit naturally do? Block what doesn't serve me. But what do we naturally do? Toxic me will be like, oh no, I still want to entertain this, right? Oh no, I can stay here a little bit longer at this job, right? It's still making some type of money. I may not be excited to wake up every day and go here, but I can still go here, right? So I feel like Spirit's saying, I blocked you because I want you to keep looking. This ain't it. So their lack of calling you back, their lack of response, their lack of being present because they ghosted you or something, Spirit's saying, it's your blockage. We blocked it. Don't try to figure out why they did it. We blocked it. Okay, we blocked it. Last night, I went out late last night, right? Stay with me. I went out late last night. And when I went out, like, y'all know how I took a break. I took a hiatus for like 2 months from drinking. And then I came back and I got super fucked up. Almost got kidnapped and stuff. Yeah. And so when I went out, I started drinking tequila, right? I had 1 shot of tequila. And then the person I met up with, they were like, oh, do you want another shot? And because I know this person, I said, yeah, I'll take another shot. And then Another person that I saw a while before walked up to me and was like, "Oh, what are you drinking? Let me buy you a shot." I didn't even finish the first one yet. Now I'm sitting there with like three different drinks. Okay. And I think actually four. I don't know how the fourth one came up, but let's just say four different drinks. Sitting there with four different drinks in front of me. And I'm looking at all of them like, yeah, old me would have been drank all these. New me is like, bitch, you need to be cautious. You don't need to be drinking this. Going through the whole thing, stay with me, don't lose me. Going through the whole thing, and I'm like, I don't want to drink this. Meanwhile, I had just ate something. Eventually, somewhere in that night, my stomach started irritating me. And I was like, I don't know what it is. Like, I know it's not the tequila, because I done had too much tequila to ever let it be the tequila. So maybe it was the food that's irritating my stomach. I don't know what it is, but I need to go home, right? So I didn't finish the drinks. Yeah, they bought them. It is what it is. I didn't finish them, and I ended up leaving. So I say that to say, when I think about it, that was spirit blocking. Spirit blocked me from being able to finish the drinks that I had told Spirit I did not want to continue to keep doing, right? I don't want to continue to be out here drunk because that's exactly what's going to end up happening. So Spirit is saying, when I block you, let it be a block. Don't keep sitting there trying to drink out of it. Don't try to finish it. Let it be. It's okay to let it be. I'm blocking you for a reason. If you pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you or what's happening and trying to push through it, you will get the message. So if you pay attention to the fact that this person ghosted you, you'll see, instead of trying to figure out why they ghosted you, you'll see, how do I say it? You'll see a better you'll see the real reason. You'll be able to hear the real reason of why it was blocked. Who actually blocked it? Because if it was meant to be, it's meant to be. It's going to be. But if they ghosted you, it's blocked. If they stop replying, it's blocked. If whatever else is blocked for a reason. Okay? Make that make sense, because we've been here too long. Either way, so okay, well, why? Twin flame. We're gonna go back to that Venus. Okay? We're gonna go back to that Venus. You have revengeful and you have a cry for help. A lot of you guys are out here mad, bad deals, mad or upset because a lot of these relationships aren't working out. A lot of these connections aren't working out. This person hasn't asked you to marry them. This person hasn't asked you to be with them. This person, you can't find dating options. But Spirit is saying, because you're not moving the way that you need to move. Four Swords. It's always going to be a cold world when you're not sitting and paying attention to the right planet, basically, when it comes to love. Knight of Swords. The relationships, Eight of Swords, Ace of Swords. The relationships aren't going to feel right. Hold on. They're not going to feel right when you're out of your Venus, right? When you're out of the way that you love, they're not going to feel right. They're not ever going to feel right. This is where you're going to feel like this person, depending on what it is, how you love, this person is ignoring me. This person doesn't they don't buy me anything. This person doesn't communicate with me. This person doesn't, when you start to have those type of this person doesn't type of, feelings come about, Spirit is saying it's because you're ignoring what you need. You're ignoring what you need. And we're not just talking about the love language, okay? Now, my love languages is quality time and gifts, right? That's my top two. I don't really care about the other ones. Yeah, I'm gonna do them, but I don't really care about those. But do you see why it's probably quality time and gifts? Because as a Leo Venus, I only care about the person that I'm with, right? Quality time. Bitch, spend time with me. It's about me, right? Talk to me. It's about me. The gifts. I gotta be extravagant, right? You gotta be romantic. It has to be the big gestures, romantic gestures, the cheesy stuff, right? Even though I be on fuck love. But bitch, buy me them roses. I said I didn't like them, but buy me the big ass bouquet of roses. I'm gonna find something to do with them. I don't know what to do with them, but I'm gonna do something with them. But do you see? So your love languages are more than likely tied into what your Venus actually is. Okay, so take them how it resonates. But either way it goes, why Spirit wants you to stop trying to unblock what they keep blocking, once again, is because you're not paying attention to. I'm going to just sum it up to the Venus. It's just going to keep coming back there, okay? You're not paying attention to it. Okay? You keep taking somebody else's way to love, and you need to pay attention to your own. Now, of course, you want to love them how they need to be loved, of course, but it's you first. It's you first. Why are you involved if you're not getting what you need? Now, I will go into those Cancer Venuses. You want to be cared for, you want somebody to truly care, which means typically with the Cancer placement, you going to be caring for them, right? And it's easy for you to be like, oh, well, they don't have to care for me because I take care of them. I care for them. I love them. It's easy for you to, fall into that whole trap there. But you can't forget about yourself. And Spirit is saying, I'm blocking you every time you forget about your damn self. Okay? Every time you forget about you is blocked. Every time you're not loved, you are disrespected. Okay? You are degrading yourself. You are placing yourself off the pedestal that you need to stay up on. So I'm blocking you. You're not. I think that's good. You're not getting what it is. Okay, good afternoon. Tip tip, good afternoon. Dancing souls, good afternoon. You're not getting what it is that you need. You're not getting what it is that you need. So you're getting blocked when it comes to love. Don't pay attention to why the person is out of your life, why you're no longer feeling this person necessarily. Like, don't pay attention to the outside details. Stop and think. If it's not working, what's happening here? It's probably me, right? It's probably me. This person is not connecting with the way that I need to be loved. Whether that's in dating, whether that's in your relationship, it does not matter. I need you to listen to what is happening with you, not the other person. The other person is secondary. What's happening with you? Spirit is saying, I need you to listen to it. Listen to it. Because you're not listening correctly. What you're doing is ask backwards. Instead of focusing on what's happening with you, you're focusing on what's happening with them. Why don't they want me? I don't give a fuck why they don't want you. Why don't you want them? Why are you being blocked right now? Why don't they want me? Why aren't they present? Why aren't they whatever? Don't focus on the outside details. You're focusing too much on them when you need to be focused on what's happening with you. And when you figure out what's happening with you, you will understand you don't even really want them. You don't even really want them. Not at all. Okay? Make that make sense. I'm hungry. Starving. I'm gonna have to hit Leo a little later. Anyway, so what's the number one message that Spirit keeps trying to get you to understand or hear? The Queen of the Scrolls. What the fuck that is? Go to that chart. Damn it. Excuse me. Sorry. Go to that chart. Queen of Scrolls. Right? Some of you guys have pulled your birth charts up, but you never even read it. They be giving you the 411 in your birth chart. Or, excuse me, your human design or something. You never even read it. You never even took the time to read it. But you prone to go read everybody else's stuff, be nosy on their birth chart and figure out how they love, figure out, what happens with them in their life, right? But you haven't taken the time out to really pay attention to what's going on with you. what it is that Taurus needs. Now, of course, your birth chart is more than just your Venus, but as of right now, Spirit is saying you're not listening to the way that you love. And the way that you love has a lot to do with a lot of things that you do in life, not just your relationships. Keep biting my tongue. Go back to the drawing board, Taurus. Stop for a minute. If Spirit's blocking you, stop for a minute and be like, why is Spirit blocking me? Just wait a minute. Queen of Swords. Because you should be the one blocking it. It's like Spirit's giving you time to think. So if anything takes a break in your life, Spirit's giving you time to think. You need to think it through, right? Because you should be the one cutting the cord, right? You should be the one cutting it out, but you're not. And Spirit's trying to give you time and opportunity to see that you don't need it. You never did. It's not working for a reason. Or you need to just remember who you are. Remember who you are. The devil. Spirit's trying to get you to understand cutting out those bad habits that go against you. King of Wands. More than likely, you're stepping into somebody else's arena. Somebody else's way of loving, right? You just can't forget about you. You can't forget about you. However, your Venus shows up. You can't forget about you, what you need. Some of you guys may have like air placements and you need mental stimulation. And the options that you're dealing with don't give you that. That's why you got so many. Because this person gives you a little bit of mental stimulation. This person may give you a little bit more. But this person, no one gives you enough. So you got all these options and just wasting all this time. And Spirit said, you need to be giving the best of the best. Because at the same time, too, Taurus, although this is your Venus placement, you are still a Taurus. The best of the best and nothing less. So yes, I want to love how I want to be loved the way that I want to be loved, but I also want to get the best of the best, right? I don't want just anybody. So Spirit is saying your number one message here is choosing the best of the best. If it's not working, it's not working. Leave it be. Figure out why it's not working for you, not why it's not working for them. Don't nobody give a damn. Why is it not working for you? And the easiest way to go back into why is this job not working for me? Why am I unhappy at this job? Why am I unhappy in this relationship? Why is dating always a failure for me? You're a Venus. Okay? The way that you love. The way that you love. You're going to make the most money if you love what you do. How do I make the most money loving what I do? You're a Venus. Once again, for the example, how do I make the most money doing what it is that I love? Leo Venus. I'm going to make sure that whatever I do, I have the stage. I have the stage. Don't share my stage. If I share the stage, what's going to happen? My little ego's going to kick in, right? So in order to avoid my ego from kicking in, I'm not going to share my stage. So you won't see me honestly, like always doing, let's say maybe I do share my stage for a little bit, it's not going to be constantly. So you won't see me doing readings back to back with a shared person on my damn stage. It's not going to work for me. I'm not going to be happy anymore because I don't share the whole stage with them. And that's not the way that I love, right? I don't want to share the stage with you. You know, the other day I did karaoke with someone and they were like, oh, you want to do one together? And I literally told them this without thinking, but I told them, no, I don't want to do it together. I want my own song. You do yours, I'm gonna do mine. I don't want to do it together, right? I don't want to share the stage, especially because I know you suck. I don't want to be seen up there with you. But I did eventually share the stage with someone else because the guy that was in charge of it, he was like, after he heard my first song, he was like, he called my name on the mic and was like, you know this song? And I was like, He was like, you know it. And so I ended up having to sing the song with him. And he was older, so I couldn't tell him that necessarily. But either way it goes, and I think he was flirting a little bit too, but it is what it is. Either way, you know it because of how you love. Pay attention to that. So I know when it comes to a job, I'm most likely not sharing a stage because I'm not going to be happy. So if you got some air placement, you know damn well you're not going to be able to sit there if it's not mentally stimulating, right? You have a water placement. You know you're not going to be able to sit there if it's not dealing with something of how you feel, if it doesn't make you feel a certain type of way. You have an earth placement as your Venus, you know, you're not going to be able to sit through something or sit in a job or career that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So, whatever. I don't know what I was going to say next. I was about to tap into me. If it doesn't make sense, let's move on. Why do you keep ignoring it? Why does Taurus keep ignoring it? Hello, good afternoon. Why does Taurus? It's so beautiful. I don't know why you keep wanting to share your stage, Taurus. The honoring path, because you keep forgetting about you once again. You keep forgetting about who's important. Who's important here? And I'm not saying that what else ever it is out there is not important. Whatever you're dealing with is not important either. You're just as important. But, ooh, I got lightheaded. Right there. But you need to put yourself first. You come first. Why are you with someone that's not loving you the way that you want to be loved? Why are you dealing with anything that's not loving you or appreciating you the way that you need to be loved or appreciated? You come first, Taurus, at all times. At all times. At all times. When you're dating and you're on this date, yes, you're both getting to know each other. But what you're looking for are signs that this person, before you even continue to go to the next date, can give you at least something when it comes, because you can't get it all in the beginning necessarily for some people, but that this person is able to give you something that calls to your love language or your Venus at least. If they do not, why are you going on that second one? Why are you going on the second one? So let's just say the first date, the person, because like I said, I need the works basically. Maybe it's not in their actions, but it's in their words. So if they say anything like, "Oh, that's a lot of money," I'm not going on the second date. I don't care. I'm not going on the second date because I'm not going to be happy sitting there, not spending money. Nothing. I'm not going to be happy sitting there trying to figure out if you can afford this or not. What am I going to eat on the menu? The salad is the cheapest, but I don't like the salads. I don't like this date. Right? I'm going to be unhappy. You come first, Taurus. You got to make sure that you are taken care of. For instance, on them planes, when they tell you when the masks fall down, you put the mask on yourself first. That's what Spirit's saying. Love yourself first. First. Then the other. Make sure you're happy first. Then the other. Two of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups. Apparently, you keep ignoring it because you like disappointment. You got the Two of Cups here. Because you like disappointment or something. I mean, you got to keep experiencing this. When Spirit is saying, it's simple, it's easy. For you to get your ideal person, it's easy. Don't waste your time from the get-go. And then there's nothing to be disappointed by. Don't waste your time. And you will understand that you are wasting your time if you pay attention to how you love. How is that person showing up for you? Not the other way around, because you know how you're going to show up for them. Okay? How is that person showing up for you? You can only be accountable for one person, and you know how you show up. So, how do they show up for you? Pay attention to how you love. How do they show up when it comes to what you need with what you love? And even if we step outside of the Venus sign, right? Because you still have other attributes when it comes to your chart and stuff. Still, how do they show up for what you need? How do they show up for what you want? If they're not showing up like that from the get go, and you went beyond the next date or the next, nope, next date because you're dating, um, then why are we still present? You must like disappointment. Why are you still there? They're not even showing up the way that you need them to show up. And they showed that the first time. But you know why you probably didn't know that the first time? Once again, because you didn't pay attention to how you needed to be loved. And if you have not taken the love language test, you should take it. It's free. You can Google it. It's free. Take it and see what your love languages are, the order that they come in. What's your biggest? My least favorite love language, and I had that thing at 3%, physical touch. So automatically, if my person shows up, granted their love language may be physical touch, I can do physical touch, right? For them. But don't touch me all the time. I get irritated. Don't hug me all the time. I get irritated. You're my personal space. Back up, right? So if they come in out the gate with a whole bunch of physical touch stuff, and I know I can't deal with that, I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not gonna be able to entertain this. If I go on with it, I'm only disappointing myself. So the moment they come out the gate real quick with the whole sexual stuff and whatnot, and I don't want to hear that, what's gonna happen? um, I'm only going to be disappointing myself because I already knew from jump what was potentially going to happen because I saw it. They were all touchy feely. I just met you and you're all touchy feely, and I'm uncomfortable with that, right? So, either way it goes, Spirit saying why you keep ignoring this is because apparently you must like disappointment, but you keep ignoring it because you're not paying attention to thyself and what thyself needs to be happy, right? When it comes to a job, you let these jobs tell you what you're good enough to have, the hours you're good enough to work, the pay that you're good enough to, have. That doesn't make you happy, or maybe it does. But if you're unhappy, then it doesn't make you happy. You're not paying attention to thyself. Leo Venus, I said I need to be wined and dined, so I'm going to wine and dine myself first, which means I need moreness so I can be extravagant with myself, right? That bougie-ness, I literally sit in it. So when I take myself to the spa or something, let's just say I go to the spa, they have like three different options. The cheap one, the middle one, the most expensive one. Which one you think I'm prone to pick? I don't care about the one that makes sense. I want the most expensive one, right? So if I give that to myself because I take care of myself that way, I expect my lover to do the same. And I will take nothing less because I know myself. I don't want to go in there and be like, yeah, I want the first option because it's the cheapest. Stay with me because not everybody's the same. Just keep that the example. I want the first option because it's the cheapest. I'm not going to say that. I want the most expensive. So I want my person to go in there and be like, oh, well, what do you want? Okay, well, that's what she wants, right? I don't want to have to sit there and be like, well, what does his pockets look like? Can he afford the most expensive one? Because I'm going to be disappointed. Because I don't want that one because I want to experience all of it, right? And one can call that selfish, but it's not. You're concerned about yourself because you should. That's how you love. That's how you're going to stay happy. That's how you're going to stay happy in the relationship. You start to get unhappy. What's not happening? That Venus love language is not being fulfilled. It's not being fulfilled. So I'm going to avoid anyone that goes in and they're like, oh yeah, let's just get the cheap option. You want to get that? Don't ask me. I don't want that. I'm going to be unhappy, right? Either way it goes. So, oh, nope. So start choosing and seeing the signs, the red flags when they're there, they're present. Start choosing the ones that are able to provide you with how you need to be loved, the way that you want to be loved, or need, not want, need to be loved, right? For instance, there's a reason why long distance relationships work out, and for some people, it does not work out. Quality time is my first love language if we pay attention to that, even outside the Venus, right? But it goes hand in hand. I'm not going to be able to really do long distance because are you showing up? How often are we going to be able to see each other? Otherwise, if we can't really see each other like that, and it doesn't have to be every day because, like I said, I like my space. I really, truly do. But um, if we can't see each other ever, it's not going to work because you're not speaking. You're not giving me what I need. So I'm not going to be happy very long. For some people, depending on where your Venus placement falls at or whatever, it may make you happy. That may be the best thing ever, right? Because you love your personal space like that. Either way, let's move on. So, what's Spirit's final message for you, Taurus? Ulanda, good afternoon. Damn, you can't make this up. Love, damn it. Spirit literally said, I said what the fuck I said in this damn reading, right? Love. Spirit's final message is, like I said in this whole reading, you can listen to it or you can decide to tune it out. Whatever you decide to do, Taurus. It said what I said. You need to be loved the way that you need to be loved. A lot of you guys, when you have issues when it comes to love or finding love, is because you're not paying attention to thyself, okay? Or is it thine self? Thyself. It's one of them, but it's going to be thyself today. So it's almost like if you don't hear from me again, it's because you ain't have the money. Then I don't want to waste my time again. So when you're willing to spend the money, and then I will show up. Until then, I'll just keep taking care of my damn self and being happy because I don't got to deal with somebody saying I don't have it. Page Cups. 4 Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Jay, good afternoon. Knight of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Stop giving. Look at that glow again. Stop giving what you need to make you happy to someone else who refuses to make you happy. Okay? Stop giving it. Now, once again, you don't have to be the richest person, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like with me, I'm not like money hungry. But you don't have to be the richest person. You just have to be willing to do the most of what you could do. Okay? Because if I feel like you can do more than that, but you're unwilling to do more than that, then I don't want to entertain that. So I'm not saying like you got to do like the best of the best, but you got to do your version of the best of the best. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, I don't want you. So you ain't got to be the richest, but you damn sure better be actually trying. To make more. Anyway, sorry. Knight of Wands. Okay? Because I ain't going to stay in this little brokey phase forever. You know, you're spending something, but it's not enough. So, you're going to have to find a way to make more. But either way it goes, Spirit's final message to you. Yep. Sorry. Same thing like I was saying. Stop giving to what's not giving to you. I'm stuck on the glow. You see it? You are beautiful in every single way. Sorry. Stop giving to what's not giving to you, Taurus. Okay? Because you could be giving it to yourself. You could be giving it to yourself. So if they're not giving your love language to you, stop giving theirs to them. Put a stop to it, cut it out. Learn to cut it out early on before you get your feelings attached, okay? And if you do got that Cancer placement as your Venus, you really want to be mindful with this. Because one thing Cancer is going to do is be in la land, create an attachment where there should not be an attachment. That's why I stay guarded. You got to guard yourself. You better guard yourself. Protect yourself at all times. Okay? Come in there thinking that they ain't shit. Okay? Because if you come in there thinking they shit, you stuck. You're stuck. So you better stay guarded. But I always Spirit's telling you that in a nutshell, everybody. Guard yourself. Okay? Protect yourself. You are valuable. You are your most valuable prize. Literally, you. So shouldn't your most valuable prize actually be loved, right? Loved properly, which your Venus side tells you how to be loved properly, right? I gave this one man the blueprint to my Venus, and he failed miserably. You got the whole blueprint, and you know what you're trying to do? Love me the way that you want to be loved, and I don't care about that. I don't care. Because if you can't love me, I can't love you. And simple as that. If you, nope, backtrack from what I was about to say. Protect yourself. You are your most valuable prize, literally, which means you need to be cared for, taken care of, the way that it needs to. Like with a let's say an old antique table, a wooden antique table. Would you wash that with soap and water, or would you use the proper care items to care for it, to clean it, or whatnot? Because if you use the soap and water or any harsh chemicals, you're probably going to ruin it. You're going to make sure that you clean that old antique table with the proper tools that you need in order to care for it, because you don't want it to lose its value. That's what you be doing with everybody else. And Spirit is saying at some point, you are going to understand that I'm blocking you for your own good, because you need to take care of yourself and make sure everybody else is taking care of you properly. Don't just be allowing anybody to clean you with bleach. And you don't need to be clean with bleach. You shouldn't be clean with bleach. You don't even like the smell of bleach. Don't just allow anybody to love you how you want to be loved, or love you how they want to love you. You are valuable, and you're your most valuable prize, because you are you. You are you. And you come first before anybody else. I don't care. Like I said, love them how they want to be loved, but you better make sure they loving you the same. Otherwise, you're being blocked, and you're being blocked for a reason. Get out. Anyway, y'all, that's pretty much our reading. I'm hungry. Bye, y'all.